Boom. Hey internets, I had a good question from Oscar Osjogen. I'm sure I just butchered your last name, so I apologize for that. But his question, as you guys clicked on the video, is how can you do quality control to ensure your prints come out good? So we're talking about t-shirts and screen printing. Again, quick background, you could forward if you're subscribed to the channel, but I owned my own high volume screen printing shop for over 3 years. Biggest client was a multi-billion dollar client. So we did screen printing, we did some embroidery, and then otherwise, for over 18 years, I've worked in fashion on the brand side of things. So, give some value to this. One tough answer that I have to give is it's very difficult or almost no way to do quality control during the production process. It's very difficult. Your screen printer is just trying to jam as many orders to get done as they can all day. Now, if it's a small garage shop, it actually might be easier for you to catch them during the process. Also, when you're not dealing with multiple machines, it's a little bit easier to control what's going on. I mean, it depends on who your floor manager is. So your head of production needs to be super on point. A lot of multitasking going on because there's literally 100 things going on once in terms of burning screens, getting film out, getting approvals, getting the right blanks to the right presses, prepping the presses, emulsion, all kinds of press checks. There's a lot of things going on when it's a high volume shop. So as the person as a client that's giving the screen printing shop the work, one thing that some shops will allow you to do is let you do a press check. So and only very few shops will let you do this. If it's a smaller shop, maybe they will, but again, if they do, they're doing it at their convenience. So they're gonna call you to say, hey, this is gonna be on the press in an hour or 30 minutes. Sometimes things just go by really fast, so they'll just call you when it's about to be on the press in 20 minutes. So if you don't live close to the shop, number one, number two, if you can leave work to go there and do it when they have it up, because it might be at an inconvenient time. Another thing is they might not offer it at all, so that's going to stop you right there. But one thing you could do is a press check. So a press check is they'll test on pieces of throwaway shirts, right? There's also like almost these felt pieces which they'll pre-screen on just as a test, but typically we'll just use shirts that were discarded that are from misprints and just see what the print looks like, see what the color looks like, make sure everything's in line, the screens are aligned and all of that. So bigger companies, we used to offer this service, but we would charge them for this, and they would have their art directors on standby to watch the print. And then when it's all the way cured through the chamber. So when it's cured, meaning when the ink is dried through the long dryer chamber, then they get an actual idea of what production is going to be like. If you have a printer that'll let you do that, it's the closest thing you can do to doing quality control on the prints. And then, obviously you can watch the first couple ones, but that's what it's going to look like. The more practical thing that you can do is have them send you a picture, right? So just have them grab their phone and take a picture of the production when it comes out of the dryer. I mean, you can ask them to take video and send that too. There's a little bit of bandwidth there, but typically they will take a picture and show you so you can approve. But you're gonna lose some of the actual quality through the picture, through the lighting, so it won't be as accurate as you being there. But the next thing you can do is get a photo of it before they go into full production in case you see any problems or mistakes. Now, some of the mistakes like wrong location or if it moves a quarter of an inch and things like that, those are going to happen during production. Also, remember, industry standard is about 5% spoilage. So you should be able to expect 5% of the entire batch that you put out might be either damaged, burnt, misprinted. So it should be up to 5% spoilage that you should be able to forgive in the gig, right? So in the entire run. So hope that helps. Is the only things I could think of in terms of quality control. Otherwise, when you show up to pick up the shirts, make sure you do a full count. Go ahead and do it there. Like, I have no shame in going and looking to see what everything looked like. Back when I used to print, I mean, this was when I printed my first batch of t-shirts, I was 18, so that was like in 1996 or something like that. So I would do small runs for a little t-shirt line that I created when I was 18. But by and large, when you're doing mass volumes, like in a clothing brand that does millions, you're doing a lot less quality control, so there has to be a lot of trust with that vendor. But that's why you got to go and build a relationship with these people. A lot of vendors are going to burn you for sure. So it's all about reading the quality and having the quality of the person you're dealing with and building a relationship with them. And then our warehouse guys will do checks though once we have the inventory all the way in. But the reason I don't mention that right up front is because everything is done by then. So they can catch it. Your warehouse guys can catch it when they're bringing the inventory in and doing the count. But it's very much after the fact. But you can still ask for a chargeback if you see, horrible mistakes at that point. And that pretty much covers the sphere of what you can do for quality control. A lot of it is, unfortunately, is after the fact. We'll see what happens when DTG keeps progressing the way it is, and what you could do about home printing, but that also leaves you the problem of logistics and doing picking and shipping yourself. So we'll see. Everything's changing, screen printing, DTG, everything is changing, but those are the answers I have for you right now as this is post-dating. You can email me if you have questions, hi@jonphenom.com, or you can just drop them all down below. I read them all, as you guys know, and I'll answer most of you. And follow me on social media when you get a chance. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.